Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's video. Going to have a look at the weather. There's 10 14 days for today's video. Day 10 will take us to the 22nd of August. And we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the GFS and ECM ensembles. Maybe we'll try in a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at the CFSV2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks. Gets us into early September. And I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just say back first. A video release our 6 AM UK weather forecast, and we've also released the first update for the summer bank holiday for England and Wales, so check out that one if you'd like to do that. Like, share and subscribe on all of today's videos and content, and thank you so much everybody for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much everyone. Alright, going to start off in the tropical and subtropical Atlantic. We have got a red X just here, which is potential tropical cyclone 5, giving maximum sustained winds of 30 miles per hour with a minimum central pressure of 1,009 millibars and moving westwards at 26 miles per hour. Click on 5 and going here. We can see that this is predicted to become a hurricane later on in the week. So current position is just there. Will be a tropical depression by tomorrow, then a tropical storm, then reaching hurricane status somewhere to the east of the Dominican Republic by around Thursday, and then pushing up towards Bermuda perhaps by the weekend. Let's see how strong this is predicted to get. So I want to go to discussion. And then down here. So by 120 hours, as it's moving towards Bermuda, predicted to be giving maximum sustained winds of 110 miles per hour. That is a high-end Category 2, just short of Category 3 hurricane status. And there is, of course, still time for that to power up. Beyond that, so it looks like this is going to be a pretty powerful storm. Will be Hurricane Ernesto, I think, and we're keeping a very close eye on that, of course, through this week. Of course, we will be. Right, coming back to home, central England temperature is now sitting at 18.2. That's 2.4 degrees above the 61 to 1990 average. It is provisional to yesterday as well, to the 11th of August. That's going to rise further. Very warm, hot air is across the country today, so that will rise further into the 18th. So certainly shaping up to be a very warm first half to August, to say the least. These are GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. We're looking at Redditch today. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Redditch, significantly above average. Very hot air sitting across the country at the moment. Red line, of course, is the long-term 30-year average. So very hot at the moment. We will find the upper air temperatures coming down through the course of the week. So by the time you get through to the end of the week and the weekend, we're close to or maybe in slightly below average. And then going from the third week into the final week of August, hovering very close to a long-term 30-year average. Then precipitation-wise, there will be showery bursts to come as we get this cool down. Doesn't look like it's going to be a particularly classic thundery breakdown, though there were some quite exciting thunderstorms in the northern half of the country this morning, actually, but generally not much in the way of thunder around over the next few days as we're cooling things down, and possibly turning increasingly unsettled there as we move from the third week into the final week of August, with some rather large precipitation spikes gradually gathering pace and increasing as we go into the final week or so of the month. Temperature anomalies from the 12th to the 20th of August, a little bit above average for England and Wales, a little bit below average for Scotland. Not a particularly big deviation either way. Precipitation anomalies from the 12th to 20th of August, wetter than average for Scotland, drier than average for Ireland, England and Wales. The latest wind from that from earth.nullschool.net shows we've got low pressure to the west of Scotland today and another low in the Atlantic. So we're drawing in this sort of hot east-southeasterly flow with a weather system coming across the country, introducing cooler, fresher air from off the Atlantic. And so ahead of that, it's very hot in the east, but things will start gradually cooling down from tomorrow onwards. Right, let's go through the chart data then. Let's have the latest UK Met Euro run. It's looking midnight on Thursday. A ridge into the south brings some dry and quite warm weather there. Overall, though, showery further north and west into Friday and the weekend. The wind turns into west of the northwest, so turning cooler with showers in the north, but should be mostly dry down in the south. That's a setup by the end of the UK Met Euro run. High pressure reaching into the south, brings a lot of dry and warm weather, but showery out to the north and the west. Icon, again, showing a weather system coming through the country Thursday to Friday, that bringing outbreaks of rain and drop the temperature as well into the weekend. Rather showery in the north with westerly winds, a ridge in the south should bring quite a bit of dry weather through there, and reasonably warm too by the time you get through to this time next week with Icon ridges in the south, so reasonably dry and warm conditions still there, but showery again further north and west. This is how the KMA is looking. All much of a muchness really into the weekend. Showery in the north, but probably mostly dry. Reasonably warm down in the south. There is Ernesto, by the way, what will become Ernesto, just in the extreme bottom left-hand corner of the chart as you're looking at it, not impacting us directly up to that point. In fact, we just look rather cool and showery really with the KMA as we go through the third week of August. Gets us to the 24th of August there as we get to. And again, we've got high pressure south, low pressure to the north. So showery in the north, mostly dry in the south and cooler. GFS midnight run once more showing a weather system coming into the north through the last part of this week. Brings outbreaks of rain with it mostly dry and quite warm down in the south. Into the weekend, we're into a westerly flow. Showers in the north, probably reasonably dry in the south. Heading on into next week, we keep it rather mixed to northern western regions with further low pressure not that far away. South, always having a lot of dry weather though, up to daytime. And we've got winds in from northwest there by daytime, which is the 22nd of August. Beyond that, we go into bank holiday weekend with high pressure drifting through the country, then slipping eastwards, allowing low pressure to come in from off the Atlantic as we get towards month's end. We're back into those rather showery conditions again. This is how the GFS 6 there looks in comparison. And once again, we've got that weather system coming southeast across the country Thursday Friday, with some showery rain in with it. Into the weekend, quite a bit of dry and warm weather down in the south, whereas a little bit more showery though up in the north. On into next week, low pressure punches through, bring cooler and unsettled weather, particularly to the north, but maybe some rain even getting into the south with that little area of low pressure by around day 10. And we keep it pretty unsettled into the bank holiday weekend with GFS 6 run, actually, especially so for more northern regions, no, not bank holiday in Scotland, but generally quite showery into bank holiday weekend there. As far as we get to with GFS 6 again, to 28th of August, another low start to be out its way in from the Atlantic. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. Make sure it's for doing that. Drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe to. Amazing, incredible. Thanks everyone for doing that. Around 85 subscribers will get us to 18.7k. So please give us a sub, tell friends about them to subscribe, and thank you so much for doing that. GM. Once again, we've got a ridge into south on Thursday, much dry and warm, showery though out to the north and west. Friday into the weekend, rather flat and westerly, showers in the north, mostly dry down in the south. On into next week, not much of a change. High pressure bridging into the south, brings a lot of dry and warm weather, low pressure out to the northwest. I think that's the remains of Hurricane Ernesto just there, but GM threatening to give us a hit from that, you know, just as an area of low pressure though. And then Icon rounds it all off with a ridge into south on Thursday, mostly dry, quite warm, showery in the north. Weather system coming southeast, cross country, bringing bad of rain on Friday and freshening things up for the weekend. Mostly dry in the south over the weekend, a bit on the cool side, up in the north, a little bit more showery. Into next week, low pressure starts moving in from off the Atlantic. That brings outbreaks of rain in with it as we head to days 8, 9, 10. Increasingly unsettled look to the weather with the ECM by day 10. This is a precipitation forecast based on the ECM run from Tometeo.com. So, showery conditions mostly in the north and west over the next day or so, although some heavy showers are possible there through more central and eastern parts of England around the middle parts of the week. Then into the last stages of the week, where system comes southeast was bringing outbreaks of rain in with it, so that could be quite heavy even into the south and to the southeast. Then we're into sort of westerly showery conditions over the weekend, and then on into next week, further showery bursts coming in from off the Atlantic with perhaps a more unsettled look to the weather then. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensemble today for day 10 from the Icelandic Met Office. Gets us to the 22nd of August. 11 members of the ECM ensembles, including the control and the operational run, looking unsettled with low pressure right over top of the country. We've got another 11, low pressure a bit more to the north, but again, very unsettled. We've got 10, low pressure to the north. That's a little bit of a ridge down to the south, very westerly and unsettled with that. We've got 8 with low pressure over and slightly to the west of the country, unsettled. We've got 6 with low pressure over and to the east of the country. Again, that looks very unsettled. And finally, we've got 5 with low pressure away to the northwest and a ridge building up from the south. That will bring something a little bit drier and warmer into the south. That, of course, is a minority option. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. Let's push that down there and go here. So this gets us to the 27th of August. And we've got 23 members of the ECM ensemble still looking unsettled with low pressure over to the north of the country and bringing in westerly flow. We've got 17 with low pressure away to the northwest. That will be a little bit showering. And then we've got 11 with low pressure away to the northwest, but high pressure to the south and to the southeast. And that will draw up quite warm air into the south, but will be a little bit more showery out to the north and the west. So that's the driest, warmest option. But the majority option, you'll notice, is the 23. Which, of course, is quite unsettled. So, within the ECM ensemble, particularly day 10, day 14, looking rather mixed. CFSB2 finally reached the 500 millibar height anomaly. Broke it down to week periods. The first week period takes from the 12th to the 18th of August. Next week has low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south, and we bring the wind in from off the Atlantic in a westerly direction. Week 2 will be the 19th to 25th of August. Low pressure over Scandinavia. High pressure is to the south. Again, rather westerly and Atlantic driven, most unsettled in the north. Week 3 will be the 26th of August. 1st of September. High pressure ridging up from the south. That could bring something a bit drier and warmer into more southern parts of the country. And then week 4, here we go. It's the 2nd to the 8th of August. And what do you know? High pressure around appears over to the east of the country, would turn the wind into a southerly southeasterly direction, dry and hot through the first week of September. As always with the CFSB2, it is 4 weeks away, so it's a long way out, but we know over many recent years that is very typical to see a pattern like that in the first week of September, and would be typical for that time of the year. But we shall see, and time will tell. And we're done. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure it's for doing that. Drop a comment and say what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. And we thank you so much for doing that. I'll just tell what's happening on my channel tomorrow. We're going to have 6 AM UK weather forecast. We'll have the extended European outlook, and there'll be a 10 to 14 dayer as well. You enjoy the rest of your Monday. Stay cool if you're in the east with these hot temperatures this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. And for this one, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.